If you've tried things like Weight Watchers, keto, or intermittent fasting, and the weight either won't come off or keeps coming back, there's a reason for that. At this point, it's not that you don't know what to do, you've tried, and your experience probably looks like one of two things. Either the weight barely moves, or it works for a while and then comes back. Different experiences, but with the same exact frustration. You start strong, you stay consistent, and then something shifts. The cravings come back, the old habits creep back in, and you end up back in the same exact cycle again. And that's not a discipline problem. Here's what's actually happening. Most approaches focus on what you eat and how much you move. And yes, that matters, but it's only part of the picture, because up to 80% of people regain the weight within 2 years. I'm Lena, creator of the Rewire Method, and inside Lose It for Life, I'm the one guiding you through this process. This isn't something that I just studied, it's something I lived. I struggled with my weight for years, trying everything, starting over, doing it right, and still not feeling in control. And even when it worked, it never felt stable. At the same time, I was building companies and studying how behavior actually changes, and I started to see something very clearly. This isn't about willpower, it's about programming. Because up to 95% of your habits and decisions come from your subconscious mind, the part of your brain that runs automatically, which means you can know exactly what to do and still not do it. That moment when you reach for food without thinking, when you break consistency or say, I'll start tomorrow, that's not a decision, that's a pattern. The Rewire Method works by interrupting those patterns and replacing them. So instead of forcing discipline, your behavior starts changing naturally. This is the piece that most people never get, and that's why our patients don't just lose weight, they change their habits and triggers permanently. You stop thinking about food all day, you stop negotiating with yourself, and you stop starting over. You're eating, and for the first time, you don't feel pulled to keep going. You don't need to be good. You don't need to reset tomorrow. You just eat normally, feel in control, and move on with your day. For the first time, your behavior actually matches the result you want. You become someone who naturally maintains results, not because you're trying harder, but because it's who you are now. And that fear that it's all going to come back starts to go away because you've changed that part of you that used to pull you back. That's why I created Lose It for Life. It's a structured system that helps you rewire the patterns behind your habits, shift your identity, and create results that actually last. Through short lessons and a simple daily rewiring process that retrains how your brain responds in real time, because you're not trying to control your behavior anymore. You're changing what drives it. And if you're eligible, you'll also receive a 1-month GLP-1 trial. This helps reduce hunger and cravings while your patterns are changing. This is what makes the process feel easier, but the real change is happening underneath it, because medication can help you lose weight, but it doesn't fix why you regain it. This does both. This is the part that no one has ever shown you before, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Right now, you're at a familiar point. You've been there before and thinking, maybe this time it'll be different. And if nothing changes, you already know how this plays out. You try it again, you lose some weight, and eventually you end up back here again. But this time is different because this is the first time you're not trying to control the outcome. You're changing what's been controlling it. 6 months from now, you could still be in the same cycle, or you could be living in a body that finally feels stable, where food isn't taking up your mental space and you're not wondering if it's all going to come back. And the only difference between these two outcomes is the decision you make right now. Click below to start.